Happy Monday from the Brickitect studio. I'm recording this entry on November 7th, 2022 at just before 12 p.m. And I know it may seem a little silly to document the date and time, but for the direction that I'm planning to go, and that's mainly what this video is going to be about, I think it's important to document such things because I want this to feel like my Lego journal, which is what it's going to be and what I guess it's always been, but even more so going forward. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. But before we do that, there's one other reason I'm making this video, and that is to test out this new microphone setup that I have. Typically, I use a microphone that's on top of my camera. It's called a shotgun mic that really does a great job of picking up things directly in front of it, especially if you're close. When you're sharing things like I do here where I'm speaking to the camera and then I want to flip it around and show something, say a Lego set, for example, the microphone does a really bad job of picking that up. So I'm trying this system out and I was very excited to get it, and I'm hoping that it works, and if you can hear me and it's clear, I'll consider that a success. Technical stuff aside, again, the main reason I'm making this is just to give you an idea of what to expect going forward here on this channel. I've really been thinking about my Lego collecting journey and how I really don't want this to be a Lego collecting journey. I've gotten really bored with buying Lego sets that I oftentimes never get a chance to build and put in my storage room of doom, or when I do build them, we build them up, look at them for the length of a video essentially, and then they sit until I break them down and then put them into my Lego library in the storage room. To me, that doesn't seem what Lego should be about, and it's obviously very unsustainable going forward as I continue to collect and the storage room stays the same size. So inspired by Clarkman, and I've talked about this before and you might have heard me mention this in live streams, the kid loves making Lego MOCs, and watching him do the things that he's doing at 7 years old has inspired me to go back to my life as a 7-year-old, where all I used to do was pour out my box of Legos. And speaking of that, my entire collection literally fits under the one side of this table. It's right there. I want to go back to that time, not necessarily with those pieces, but with the collection that I have here and, possibly some more going forward. I really want to rekindle my childhood passion for Lego building. That's what this whole channel has always been, has been me trying to go back to those days of happy times when you could just be carefree and build whatever was on your heart. And I've been doing that with Lego sets, and I collect all the things that I really love. But I think there's a component of Lego that is the most important, and that is the creative aspect of it. And with Clarkman being completely into that side of it, in fact, just the idea of buying a Lego set, he instantly looks at it and wants to build his own thing out of it. I'm like, why don't we go all in on that direction? Because I think it'd be great for me to get more creative with Lego and to actually take advantage of all the things that we've collected over the years through yard sales or wherever it's come from, but also to do that with him, maybe inspire him, maybe inspire you to be creative with your Lego collection, maybe not so worried about going out and buying new Lego stuff all the time, and more or less just enjoying what you have. And that's really where I want to come from like a place of love for this hobby, and also caring about other people that maybe don't have the opportunity to spend an infinite amount of money on Lego, like a Lego YouTuber that does this professionally, for example. So that's really what I want to do, combined with a Lego city, something that I've been wanting to do for years, and I finally got Clarkman on board with that. In fact, you can see the table back here. You can actually see table back here. There's a little bit of space that things are clearing out. Clark and Cody have been going crazy doing that while I've been working on Brickitect and inventorying sets. So we're making progress in that. And that's where this channel kind of comes into play. I want this to be my Lego journal, not necessarily just to show you completed MOCs, but to show you the progress of what it's like to have an entire, I guess, man cave or studio or whatever you want to call this place, where you can just do whatever you want any day. And I would just love the idea, bringing you guys along with me on this journey in organizing and building and playing with Lego. That's what this whole thing is going to be about. So there'll be some days where I'm just breaking down sets. There's some days where I'm sorting things. There's some days where we're building stuff. There's some days where things will be completed. But every day I'll have a little bit of a story, and every day is going to feel like a journal entry. So for you as a viewer, if you're interested in something like this, you could tune in every single day and see the progress that we make. And it won't just be me, it'll be Clarkman too, because when he comes home from school, he runs down those stairs right behind you guys and he gets to it. Mrs. Brickitect is going to get involved with Lego City too, so you'll be able to see that kind of grow up behind me here after this gets all cleared off. And you can watch each video every single day as I continue to document these, or you can watch all of them in like a month and get all caught up, and you can just kind of see the changes as they're made. Hopefully things getting more organized, things getting used, things getting sorted. It's going to be really awesome, and it's just the direction that I want to go. I want to enjoy Lego. I don't want to collect Lego anymore. I want to build stuff. I want to make things that I'm proud of, and I want to encourage you to do the same. That's just like, I don't think there's any greater good that I can do with this platform that I have here than to do that. So for you guys that come here just to see hauls and stuff, there will still be some things that I buy here and there, mostly from Bricklink, I imagine. I love the idea of supporting people that are trying to make a business on there, so I'd love to do that for them. And I love the idea that we're just getting parts to use actively for the things that we're working on, whether it be in the city or just any other mocks, because I've got a whole list of things I want to do, and the only thing that's holding me back is just not doing it. And I feel like if I'm holding myself accountable to you by making these daily entries, it's going to keep me on track to achieve all the dreams that I have in the world of Lego, which is essentially just to enjoy the heck out of it and be creative. That's all I want to do. I understand if it's not up your alley, no hard feelings. There's so much content on YouTube, and maybe seeing a dude and his kid making amateur mocks on Lego isn't your forte. It's not the thing that you subscribe for, and I understand that. But if you want to be a part of our journey, I'm so excited to have you along, and I'm so looking forward to these days where we can just document all the things that we're working on, regardless of what it is. And I've got so many ideas for mocks and junk builds and modifying sets and just doing so much. And man, just the fact that I have the opportunity to do this seems like such a gift, and it would be a waste to not. So thank you for tuning into my TED Talk here on where we're going. I hope you're as excited about this as I am, because it's going to be an awesome ride. So on that, we'll see you on Tuesday, November 8th for my next entry. Before I go, I do want to test out the other aspect of this microphone where I'm now behind the camera, show you the table as it stands right now with everything somewhat getting cleared off of it. We've got some bowls here, and there's a bowl as well. These things are getting sorted out. Clarkman has a sort going on here. There's some pieces on the floor, so it's officially a Brickitect video. This is the progress we're making over here. I've got some things to tear apart, so I think our next few videos are going to be things where I'm just putting things into the collection, and I'm looking forward to doing that. In fact, I might get started on that this afternoon a little bit. But yeah, this is the mess that is the studio. I've got a whole shipping operation happening over here, and Brickitect, still a massive disaster. But we got lots of days and lots of time to make this exactly the way we want it, and that's just what's going to happen. On that note, I'm actually gone. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next video.